Have you guys ever seen the beta version of Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PS2? We know about some things that didn't make it to the full release, like the Bahamut Summon, or worlds like Disney Castle being potentially explorable. Though there's also a ton of small things that didn't make it or were just straight up changed upon release. Like for example, Donald and Goofy wearing their original Disney attires instead of their now popular Kingdom Hearts ones. This wasn't just in early trailers either. In a beta press kit for the game that was archived by community researcher and content creator 13th Vessel, we see iconic KH1 artworks, but with Donald and Goofy's older outfits. We also get to see more images of them in worlds like Traverse Town and Deep Jungle even. This press kit is from a version of Kingdom Hearts 1 sent out in October of 2001, roughly half a year before the game would eventually be released. Seriously, this thread from 13th Vessel contains a lot of interesting stuff about this old press kit, so I recommend giving him a follow, link down below. We also see more models from Sora, Donald, and Goofy, showcasing their facial animations, which is pretty neat. The most curious thing about Donald and Goofy still being in their original outfits is that it shows that it wasn't until likely a little later in development that they decided to give Donald and Goofy their own unique designs for Kingdom Hearts. I want to imagine that Nara had designs already in mind, prepped, ready, or at least in the concept of creating them, but was likely waiting for some sort of approval from Disney since they're their characters, which wouldn't go through until way later. That's my theory at least. There's also a ton of unique cool things in this press kit, like having the original Kingdom Hearts logo in high definition, which this logo is still so jarring to see, as they would eventually end up going with something a lot more thematic to the name Kingdom Hearts later on, having the heart become a theme for all future logos. Now, a part of this release are documents that contain comments from important figures part of this collaboration, like the president of both Square Enix and Disney Interactive at the time, along with some information about the game that I'm pretty sure ended up being changed by the initial release. Like for example, Sora being 15 and Riku being 16 in Kingdom Hearts 1, which they were aged down by about a year in the official game. Now, the ages of Kingdom Hearts characters is not really confirmed directly in the games themselves, but usually externally through Nomura interviews or in Kingdom Hearts books. Sora is 15 in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 14 in Kingdom Hearts 1, which a year had passed between the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, so that's the reason for that. It's interesting that they even changed something of small importance in the series like their age. I mean, the characters are definitely getting older as the series is progressing, but most of the Kingdom Hearts series from Kingdom Hearts 1 up to Kingdom Hearts 3 has pretty much been in the span of about 2 years in universe. I think the time skip in Remind and KH3 and probably KH4 is the biggest direct time skip we've had in Sora's story. I don't know, I'm really just wondering what made them go to change the age from 15 to 14 in Kingdom Hearts 1. I find that interesting. But on another note, some of these statements about Kingdom Hearts really shows how big of a deal Kingdom Hearts 1 was for Square Enix and Disney at the time. Of course, these are formal comments to hype the game up as well, but it really puts into perspective how unique of a thing Kingdom Hearts was and kind of still is. We have a comment that we'll be reading from the president of Disney Interactive at the time, Jan Smith. But before we do that, if you like the coverage of all things Kingdom Hearts and find information like this pretty interesting, hit that subscribe button down below. Kingdom Hearts is a unique undertaking and opportunity for Disney Interactive on so many levels. We're working in alliance with one of the world's leading interactive entertainment companies, we're launching new characters for the Walt Disney Company, and we're creating breakthrough creative content on an advanced platform that allows us to push the boundaries of 3D animation and design, and tell a new story with unprecedented fusion of Disney characters and movie worlds. The part I want to hone in on a little bit there, another aspect that makes Kingdom Hearts very unique, aside from the collaboration itself between Square Enix and Disney, having the minds that Square Enix creating these characters like Sora, Riku, and Kairi, new Disney characters, you also have other classic Disney characters kind of melding together as well. Having Donald and Goofy in worlds like Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Deep Jungle, etc. is a big deal, and having all those worlds coexist in the same universe is also a big deal. It was a very common thing among Disney back then to not have their properties kind of mix and match all the time, trying to keep most of their IPs separate but still under one brand. Nowadays, collaboration projects are very common, so things like Disney Speedstorm, little artworks and animations, there's a lot more leniency with that nowadays, but back then, back in the early 2000s, that was something that was kind of unprecedented. But that's not the only comment we're going to read. We also have a comment from the Square Enix president at the time as well. Kingdom Hearts has allowed Square to work with Disney Interactive in an unprecedented way, with both companies contributing their highest levels of creative talent and teamwork. The result is a game completely original in its shape, scale, and creativity, a breakthrough title for the industry. Square's expertise in game design and action-based RPGs combined with Disney's historic legacy of rich characters, animation, and story developments will allow us to bring a unique product to established gamers who already expect the best from Square, while at the same time introducing new players to this game of interactive entertainment. Hearing people just call games interactive entertainment, almost in a way to kind of pander to like film audiences, is very interesting to read because you don't see that commonly nowadays. It's still around, but it's not that common. Nowadays games are so big, just call it a video game. It's just a game. In a video I made a while back where we were reacting to old Kingdom Hearts trailers, we saw the beta trailer for Kingdom Hearts 1. And fun fact, Kingdom Hearts 1 was actually delayed. The game was planned to release at the end of 2001, but wouldn't release until around early spring of the next year. The animations for just simple cutscenes in this trailer were all so different in terms of movement and facial expressions from what we'd get in the full release. It's interesting to see how much can change even in the development of a game back then. You can tell down to the last second they wanted to make sure they got this game right. From the designs to the worlds, characters, dialogue, this game was a chance to bring something new and fresh to the gaming world while taking advantage of the hardware at the time. So you know they had to deliver. And deliver, they definitely did. Kingdom Hearts 1 would go on to become a top-selling game on the PS2, release over a dozen other games, and become an icon among JRPGs as a whole. And it came about through two titans in their respective industries working together to make something great. I'm so appreciative of the Kingdom Hearts community for having people who work hard to archive information like this for our interest. These builds of Kingdom Hearts 1 probably came out before some of you were even born, so it's awesome there's still remnants of these builds out there. 13th Vessel has been around doing work like this in the community for a very long time, and how much he's added to the community cannot be understated. At the bottom of the thread, 13th Vessel has set up a donation page to support more preservation of Kingdom Hearts materials such as this. I'll be advertising this as well, so if you are able to support, the link is down below in the description for you to check out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, share it with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button down below. I'm Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out to you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer. She's always thinking about him. No more room in this picture for you to fit in. Now she's crying on the phone, telling you she's not good enough for him. When you think that she is